As the regular season of 2024 draws to a close, the Los Angeles Lakers are feeling the absence of a player who was crucial in the team's push to the Western Conference Finals in 2023. We're talking about Jared Vanderbilt, who has been out of the rotation since early February with a foot injury. Welcome to another video about your heartfelt team. Dear fans, today we're going to stir your emotions because the news we're about to reveal will surprise you. We're dedicated to bringing you new videos every day, so show your support. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Let's talk about the team. On Wednesday night 6, the biggest issue for Darvin Ham's team was once again exposed in the 130-120 stumble against the Sacramento Kings. For the third time in the last 4 games, the Lakers allowed their opponent to surpass the 120-point mark. This had already happened against the Denver Nuggets, a 124-114 defeat, and the Washington Wizards, a 134-131 overtime victory. In a game that started off looking like another night of celebration at the Crypto.com arena, things changed dramatically during the second quarter. Not only did Los Angeles concede 44 points in that period, but they also couldn't find solutions to the offense orchestrated by Mike Brown. Before halftime, the Kings made 18 out of 23 field goals, 78.3%, and 8 out of 10 three-pointers, 80%. Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox combined for 23 points on their own, while the home team managed only 20. Lakers' offense works, but balance is still lacking. Since Ham defined the starting 5, the offensive improvement has been as clear as the improvement in the team's performance. The Lakers have secured 10 wins in their last 15 games, with all starters contributing with over 15 points on average per night. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and D'Angelo Russell are responsible for 70.5 points in this period. When we broaden the perspective, the team continues to be a lead in putting the ball in the basket. Among the 30 NBA teams, the Lakers have the 4th highest offensive rating since then, about 118.9 points per 100 possessions. Offensively, everything is going as expected. The concern arises when we look at the other end of the court. In the 14 games since Vanderbilt's injury, LA ranks among the worst in almost all defensive metrics. The defensive rating, for instance, is the 7th worst in the league, with 117.5 points conceded per 100 possessions. And this is not the most concerning statistic when analyzing the Lakers on the defensive side. The number of steals without Vondo is the 3rd lowest in the NBA, averaging 6.3. The absence of the power forward also highlights 2 other difficulties, one in transition defense and the other in protecting the paint. Without him, the Lakers allow 16.5 fast break points, the 6th worst in the league in this regard. Even with Anthony Davis as one of the premier shot blockers globally, they concede 56.9 points in the paint, with 15.1 coming from second-chance opportunities when the opponent grabs an offensive rebound. The Jared Vanderbilt Effect. The Lakers' campaign was problematic before Vanderbilt's injury, but it's also true that many of the team's issues between December and January were on the offensive end, something that started to work with the newly defined starters. With the number 2 jersey, this year the team has a defensive rating of 112.9 points, equivalent to what would currently be the 12th best in the NBA. While not at the top, it's still in the upper half of the table. It's also worth considering that injuries kept him out of the first month of competition. Just as he seemed to be regaining full form, he had to be sidelined again. In his last 10 appearances, Vanderbilt led the Lakers in steals, averaging 2.2 per game, starting as a reserve in 9 of these games. His steal average was better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the season's leading steals player, with 2.1. In the game against the Celtics, his last one so far, he got injured just as he recovered a steal. Previously criticized for his offensive game, he was also contributing with 9.6 points and a 65% shooting percentage. Perhaps the best way to analyze Vondo's impact on the Lakers' defense is to look at last season. Coming into the final stretch, he was one of the pillars of the transformation that took the team from the lower positions of the table to the Western Conference Finals. With height and physical strength to work inside the paint, he also has speed and lateral mobility to be aggressive in perimeter defense. His arrival in Los Angeles in 2023 helped the team finish the regular season with the 2nd-best defensive rating in the league over the last 20 games, allowing only 111.4 points. So far, the Lakers' medical staff has not disclosed a return timeline for the player. However, he has been seen without the boot immobilizing the injury site, and next week he should receive a probable return date. For the fans, all that remains is to wait. The team has been showcasing its firepower on the court every night, but if they want to dream of higher flights, they will need their most versatile defender back as soon as possible. Now it's your turn to interact with us. Leave your comments about what you thought of the video, and as usual, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell.